Hey guys, Mr. J here, or Joseph, and let's talk ghosts. Well, so, whether you believe or don't believe in ghosts, that's all up to you guys. But, personally, I believe in ghosts, and it's a difficult subject to talk about because, well, not many people believe. But whether you believe or not, you should probably stay to the end of this video because I'm not just going to talk about, like, how you should believe. I'm just going to tell you how I believe, okay? So, I do believe that there's life after death, that there's, whether it's heaven or reincarnation, whatever it is, I believe that there is a life after death. But just because there's life after death, and just because we die, doesn't always mean we go to the right place. Now, I kind of believe that you die, go to heaven, and then God has you reincarnated into something else. And then, yeah. Whether that's a human, or an animal, or any of that. There's a lot of things that are, like, very skeptical to certain people. They don't really believe there could be ghosts, or God, or any of that, but, it's really hard. It is really hard to believe in something that you can't see. If you watched the last video, I talked about, we know that there's air, but can I see it? Can I feel it? Can I taste it? Can I touch it? Can I hear it? None of my senses tell me that air is there. But I know it's there because I breathe it in. I can't smell it, but I breathe it in. Now, there's just so much things that just because you can't see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, any of the senses, that it's not real. But there's so many things that are like that we do believe in, like oxygen. So you guys just have to think about that. Now, there's a lot of things where you could be very skeptical about. I mean, there's some things where I'm like, even that's a little far-fetched for me, and that's saying something. But there's times when your beliefs are going to get doubted. You're going to doubt what you believe in. I've doubted what I believe in many, many times. I still debate whether I'm going to choose science or religion, because I don't think I can keep going back and forth very often. So, that's just really hard. Now, there are things where you can be very skeptical or judgmental about, but there's some points in life where you're like, yeah, there's no way that can even be fraudulated, that can be faked. Now, there are things that I have seen personally that are like, yeah, I'm definitely a believer now because of this. There's a few times where I've, like, run into things where I'm like, yeah, I doubt that's real, that could have been real, and it happened to me, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I can't be in denial, it's definitely real. The first time that I can remember that I saw something kind of paranormal is when I got my first phone. Now, this was a classic flip phone. Not like a slide, but an actual, like, flip phone. And on this phone, it was, I don't know if it was Christmas or what, but we were all eating dinner. And at the time, one of my grandfathers had died. Not the one that I always talk about, another one. Not the one who raised me, but another grandfather. An older grandfather. He had died, like, not far before this happened. Like, he had died in, like, the past few months. So he had died, and we were all just hanging out. You know, things were still tough for everyone. It still is. And the phone that I had gotten, I was just, you know, like taking pictures, like experimenting with it, you know. And I had taken pictures early on that morning, and then I had taken pictures throughout the day. I had just got the phone recently. I was like so excited. I don't know if it was Christmas or what it was, but or a birthday party. I don't know what it was, but we were all at my grandma's, and we were taking pictures. I was taking pictures on the phone, and I was looking back through them. I think by this time I had already had friends that were like in the phone. Like I had pictures of friends too, and other things like backgrounds and all that. And I got like this weird picture of like a face, like legitimate, like it looked like a face out of the wall, like just like out of the wall. And like literally, like here's the wall, like the face is right here, like very out of the wall. And now I didn't think about this at first. I was like, so it's probably some like dust things around the house or something. And then I was like, yeah, no, not possible. And later on in the day, I looked at it again and again and again and again. Like late into the night, I kept looking at it, and I was like, yeah, there's no way. So if I recall correctly, I showed some of the people in my family, and they do agree. I think they did agree with me that it did look like him. So it was kind of weird. So it was the first time that like really made me a believer. Then the next time would be when I started getting visions. And if you guys don't know, I do get visions of things that are coming or gonna come, or just that have already happened, but like not to me, from like someone else. So that's always different. But so I do have visions, and a lot of the time these visions are very unclear. I have an idea of what's going to happen. I have no idea when, where, and exactly how it's going to happen. Because I can have a vision, and I can like have it very, very precise, and then like it takes a different turn. And I'll give an example of that when I get to it. But a lot of the visions are like I'll be sleeping or something, or going to like starting to, not like sleeping, but like starting to fall asleep, and then I'll have one. And I'm like, dream. But I know that I'm definitely not asleep yet, because it takes me like 2 or 3 hours to fall asleep. But I kind of try to ignore them. And just like push these visions aside. But when they're like something like deja vu, and I'm like, dang it, I recently had a vision of this, and I knew it was going to happen. It kind of actually happens a lot with like text messages or like people's rooms. I know a few of you who I talked to personally online know that I've been like, I've had a vision about this. I've seen this before. And then you're probably like, nah, there's no way. We haven't met before this. And I'm like, no, I know this. I know. Trust me, I know. You don't want to know how I know what I know. So with these visions, a lot of things happen. Now, I do sometimes, not as often as when I was younger, because when I was a kid, I really used to see ghosts a lot. But like that, the time in 6th grade was the first time I actually like caught one, and I could physically like see it for a very long time. Unfortunately, that phone lost its battery, but the picture still remains on it, and I still have the phone. They just don't make the battery for it anymore, I don't think. And the phone is somewhere in my room with all my electronic stuff. So, but I've always been able to see the dead for a very long time, whether you believe in it or not. If you call me a hoax, that's okay. But I'm just saying what I see. So, I see a lot of dead people. I see a lot of dead people. And now, this is sometimes a good thing, and sometimes a bad thing. Now, there are malevolent and evil spirits, but they're also very kind and nurturing ones. And it's just difficult to handle the malevolent ones because they don't want to leave you the heck alone. And so I try to ignore them as best as possible. And if you guys know, I kind of don't sleep a lot. And that's one of the reasons why, is because when I sleep, I get sleep paralysis. Like I've said before, I kind of see things, but I really don't like to sleep because I feel more vulnerable to attacks. Sorry guys, I have to keep the video pausing because I keep yawning. I'm tired. Couldn't sleep, guys. Couldn't sleep. So when I see these dead people, I usually just kind of try to shrug them off. I see them, but I like to shake them off the shoulder, you know. And hold on, I'm gonna close the closet because it's just creeping me out. Hold on. Sorry, I usually don't like my closet open. I actually like it closed. I like it open a bit because it's open a bit now, but I don't like it all the way open. I feel, yeah, that is a lot of some paranormal activity stuff right there. But yeah, they're usually right there, things that manifest are in that general area. But I don't know, guys. It's just, there's so many things that you guys just won't understand about this, but the last vision I had that came true was, I'd say, cousin, I think cousin, died recently. Now, if you guys in the family know, then you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. He died. And before he died, when he was still, very sick, at my grandma's wedding, so those of you in the family probably know who this is. At my grandma's wedding, well, not wedding, she was getting her vows renewed, I believe. But yeah, at the thing, I'm gonna call it the wedding, I touched his hand, and I was holding his hand, and I had a big vision that he was gonna die soon. And I had a very specific vision. Now, like I said, some of my visions don't come true all the way there. I could get them to the toppest detail. I could name the color that they're wearing, and it could just go a different way. And this one, like I said earlier, I was going to tell you guys a story, and this is a story. So, I saw him dying. I was above him. I was floating above his body. I saw him dying. I hadn't even been to his hospital yet, okay? That's the weird part. I already knew what his hospital room looked like, and I hadn't even seen it yet. And I got it to the sharpest detail on that part. That part came true. He was laying in bed, and he started choking on something. And in the dream, he died. And later in that morning, the nurse came in and found him. Now, that didn't come true. So, I know some of the family are probably going to cry about this. I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta tell the story. So that didn't come true. Now, there's been a long time vision with another family member. And this vision has been happening for years. I mean, since the 3rd grade, guys. The 3rd grade, I've had this vision. And it's just, for this person, it's going to be a bad death. Because I do have a lot of death visions. Yeah, it's not good. The first vision who died was my grandfather, one who I was talked about. And then it was my other grandfather. I didn't have that. That wasn't really a vision, but it was like the ghost thing. And then the next one was the cousin. And then now this one is coming back again, and it's the same vision. It's not like it's changed. It's stayed the same all these years. Never changed. Not a dream. I'll be like sitting here like I am now talking or something. Well, not talking to the phone or anything, but I'll just be sitting watching TV or something in vision. So, I want you guys to understand that there's things that we don't believe, but there's more things that you should believe. Now, if you guys want to hear the rest of these stories, tell me so I could do part 3 of this supernatural video. If you guys want to talk about ghosts, that's kind of the direction. But part 3 of supernatural ghosts, guys. Or if I should do a different supernatural topic, because I believe in werewolves and vampires and all that, the good stuffs too. But so guys, please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you guys have any visions or see the dead or any of that, please comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and ring that bell, because I post new content every single day. And that being said, we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you guys lock all your doors when you go to sleep like I do. No, you don't have to, but I would deeply recommend it. No matter for any cause, whether it's in case someone breaks in or if there's like some evil entities at the foot of your bed. See you guys in the next video. I might make another one of this just because I feel like it, a part 3 just because I feel like it. But if you guys don't want me to, comment down below, because I'm gonna try to make a few videos on my laptop once it charges again. So we'll see if it works. I have to try to see if I can edit them. But anyway, I can't stop talking. I gotta go, guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.